All right, man. Now I'm inside. It's a little chilly out, though, man. A little windy. It's a little breezy. But hey, that was in the sun. Man, it feels good out there, man. I love this weather. Oh, I can't wait to go driving around. I ain't been nowhere since I got here. I didn't get here. I got here at 5 o'clock in the morning a couple nights ago. You won't believe how hard I had to work. Once it came to my head again, look, I was in the shower all of a sudden. I'm thinking, man, I want to go home for Christmas. I want to go see my dad, man. My dad, you have no idea who my dad is. Man, I got one of the most amazing dads in this planet, man. Like I say, man, you look at this, man. You think of Abraham in the Bible. You know, Abraham, God told Abraham, take your family and you take them where I say a place that you guys can have this place and it is your home forever. All you got to do is believe that I'm going to take you there, okay? So Abraham said, okay, let's go. I mean, when he went home to his wife, he couldn't handle it. He was like me. He was so excited, he could hardly stand it. He couldn't believe it. He was about to go. He was about to get out of this craziness. He's like, this place is lost. I can't stand being here, you know? And God, all of a sudden, he says, hey, Abraham, why don't you come with me? I'll take you somewhere. It's much better than this place. Anywhere is much better than this place, God. Hell yeah, I'm going to go. And he went and told all his family, man. He took as many of his family members that was willing to believe enough in what Abraham was saying, that because they believed in him. You know, they knew Abraham knew what he was talking about because he was a smart man. He had a wife, a beautiful wife, man, that, you know, that supported him. And when he said go, she said, okay, I'll pack the bags. I'll make sure everything ready to go. I'll make sure we're well fed. We got plenty to eat. We got plenty of warm clothes. We got water. We got everything we need. We got all the animals. We got all the camels we can carry that'll carry all our stuff. And we can just hit the road, baby. We going on a road trip with God. No, we're going on a camel trip. Can you imagine that? A camel trip like that? I want to do that, man. Wouldn't that be cool? We could go on a tour, man. We could go on the Jesus tour. God's tour, man. Let's go on God's tour. Let's make that a tour. We'll say, okay, let's see what it was like when God brought his people over to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be a cool, like, excursion? I'd say I'm going to go on that excursion. Hell, let's create that excursion because that'd be the coolest excursion ever. You get to see from their point of view how God led them across the desert. Okay? And, you know, Abraham, he was always there, contact, you know. And, you know, God would take a break and he would say, you know, okay, let's see how long they keep going. Believing, you know, trusting in me that I'm taking them, you know. And then they'd start getting hungry or something, you know, people start complaining. They start, you know, thinking about their own selves, you know, and all this and that and other. And then they go and mess it up, you know, and then get themselves in predicament because they ain't trusting. They start trusting in other things and other this and that and other, you know, just like it always happens. And then they, when they get to the point where they can't even go any farther, you know, God will come back and take over, you know, and say, trusting in me, you taking me across the desert. Well, his family ain't got nothing on mine as far as I'm concerned because I have just as strong a family as any. You know, my grandmother, a Baptist, true blue Baptist, man. I ain't never met nobody love the Lord anymore. And she planted that seed in me as a young boy, you know, and it planted in there, man. Because every time I ever saw her, and I saw her as often, my dad went down there, you know, Birmingham, Alabama. So we went there, and I spent time with her, and in the house that my dad built with his dad. You know, his dad built his own house just like my dad built his own cabin up in North Georgia. You just won't believe how many stories I have, good stories, how God has been in my life. It's unbelievable, man. And look at me, man. I'm in a wheelchair now. And wheelchair ain't going to stop me. And you're going to learn about all these experiences and how I got there and what happened to me. Because it is all my perspective. And as soon as I found out my wife was getting that hip surgery, because when I met her, man, we were hit, we were one good pair, man. We were always out enjoying life, man. The beach is awesome, man. I have Pensacola, man. That's my town now, you know. I mean, I can go over there, man. I know people. I've been doing business over there since I started. I got there and I did everything I could to figure out how I'm going to start a business, you know, from home. Did all the studying and the legwork, you know, on the computer. I tried different things. I look at all that stuff. You know, you can make $5,000 a week just do this, you know, buy these videos, all that crap. You know, I study that shit. I don't fall for that shit. I ain't stupid. But, you know, I figured it out, man. And God blessed me with this business I'm doing right now. And I can't tell you right about it right now, but I'll tell you a little bit when you get here. But, you know, God has blessed me, man, like no other, man. And I don't care who you are. If you are hurt, falling, I don't care what happens to you, you better get your butt up and go, because ain't nobody going to help you. You got to take care of yourself, man. And if you have faith in yourself enough, and you just have a mustard seed of faith in Jesus Christ, and that's all it takes, man. You don't even have to. I mean, you know me. I was running around doing craziness, man. I lived life. I lived it to the fullest. And me and Jesus have been friends, man, because when I was 10, I went to a church camp for the summer. One of my Baptist church camps my grandmother knew about, you know, and I enjoyed every minute of that. That was one of the funnest times as a kid, you know. You run around doing all kinds of stuff, you know, going kayaking and shooting bows and arrows and this and that, and you know, the whole 9 yards. And get to play with a bunch of kids, and then you go hear the word, right? Well, you know, that touched me, man, because I knew Jesus loved me, because my grandmama told me that Jesus loved me. And now she read me the Bible stories and all that, and all the picture stories. And all that stuff sinks in. You know that's true, man. It only makes sense. There ain't nothing else that does. You know, everybody knows, oh, there's a God, you know, of course there's a God. How could we be here if there wasn't one? But you don't know Jesus. Now, I know Jesus like a lot of people don't know him, because I've been praying, and I've been, you know, he's been my best friend, man. He has always been my best friend. I knew he was there always. So, you know, I ain't a Bible thumper. I don't know a lot of verses offhand, but I've studied the Bible from front to back, and I know a lot about it. So, all I know is my perspective on how Jesus affected me in my life. And I want everybody to know what he can do for you. And what you can do. But my wife, man, she suffers from something called psoriasis. You know, she may hate me telling everybody this, you know, but it's true. But she's a beautiful woman. I don't see that. I never have. It didn't bother me no bit, because you look at her, you know, you can tell she's beautiful. She's got a beautiful smile, man, that just, in these eyes, you look, and they're looking at you and smiling, man. I just fell in love with her, man, because she has personality, too. I like personality. I am personality. I love to be personal. I'm a funny guy. I got a good sense of humor. I know it. And I like, you know, if you know me. But, man, and she was helping me out around the house, man. And she was a CNA growing up. She was a Navy brat too. So, her father was in the Navy, man, and he was a doctor in the Navy. And he had a big family, and his family are all Navy brats. So, his son, Stephen, was in the Navy. Or, I don't know if he was in the Navy or... And Deanna's son was in the military, And both of them, I won't talk about them, but they're Navy people. So, since I met her, it's just been a blessing. I've been going. I would have never married her if I didn't think God brought her in my life. Hell, I waited 45 years of my life to get married, people. I wasn't a married man. I was a bachelor. I didn't even have a girlfriend in high school. I didn't need one. I didn't want one. I wanted to be with my friends. I didn't mind being a third wheel. I went along for the ride, and I enjoyed every minute of it. We had a lot of fun, man. We had some of the most fun of anybody on this planet. People will be jealous when they hear about how our high school was. I keep saying, Friday Night Lights ain't got nothing on our high school year, man. We're like the PG version, or they're the PG version of us, that's what I mean. Goodness gracious. If they did a dang movie or they could do a series on our high school, I guarantee you. But, yeah, man, my wife started losing her use of her hips. She likes to go fishing, man. That's one of her favorite things to do. I ain't even got to do no real fishing. I want to go out on the ocean. I want to go deep sea fishing. I ain't been able to do nothing more than cast a line off a pier, and I can't stand pier fishing, man. I can't even see the damn line. I'm like sitting there by the fishing pole. I don't want to just sit there by the fishing pole. I don't mind sitting there, but I want to be able to see and catch some fish, And I know I can do it. I got all the tools in the world to do it. I just ain't had the money, but I know where to do it. I can do it cheap. And pretty soon I'm gonna be. And I just met this dude. I've met so many people over there in Pensacola. The work that I do. I got new friends all around that place that I help and that are blessed by since we met. And I've been blessed very much by this business just grown and grown. And I've just come to the part ready to it could just take off, man. It's just amazing, man. how much God is blessed, and I know some of you people have been blessed, and that's why I want to see you, because I know all of you are all successful, most of you, and some of them I don't know, but I want to know. I want to talk to you guys, and Bo Scoggins is a friend of mine, and when I knew him, he knows how it was when we knew each other. And, he was there when I had my accident. He was at my house, and a bunch of people were at my house, and I was right up the road. I just left the damn place, and I was right up the road, laying on the side of the damn road. I just left home, and I was like, my dumb ass was going someplace I knew I shouldn't have been going, and then now out of nowhere, boom, my damn world just ended. Oh my God, I'm about to die. That's how it was. I thought I was about to die. Well, I ain't dead, people. Hell no, I ain't dead. I ain't ready to die. I'm going to live now, boy. I am going to live, man, because I like to live. I've been living my whole life. Ever since the day I was born, I ain't been doing nothing but running from the devil. He been chasing me. I've been dodging like this. Boom, boom, boom. Every once in a while, he grabbed a hold of me and tackled me, bring me down. I kicked that son of a bitch off me and take off again. He ain't caught me yet. He's trying to, but I'm about to grab him and take him in the neck. I'm going to grab him by the neck like this. God's going to do this, man. He's doing it through me, man. God, I'm on a mission, man. I want to help people. People are going to hear my story, man. There's so many people that can be touched by this story that somebody needs to hear it. Everybody needs to hear it. I'm going to give it to them. You know, because there ain't nothing in this world that I ain't been through and I got through, and you can too. There ain't no reason why you can't get through an issue, any issue, because you just don't know. You just don't know, man. I can't wait to talk to you guys. Anyway, my wife, her hip started going out. She's got degenerative bone disease or something. Her hips are deteriorating on her as she's right now, man. And she's in pain. She can't walk. She's on a walker. She's only 48 years old. And she just needs double hip surgery. And it's not that expensive to get double hip surgery, but we don't have any insurance. But we manage without it. And we get what we can through the system. And somebody's supposed to do the hip surgery sometime this year. You know, they postponed it because they want her psoriasis clear so she could, you know, have her surgery, and she has to take this medication. It takes a while to clear up. And right now she's at the point where she's about to call the doctor and reschedule. And I'm like, man, there ain't no reason in the world we got to stay in this apartment anymore. We can go again. We can live. And that's when it hit me, man. I was thinking at night, man, I was excited because now it's back to living again, because I like to get out and do things. I like to live. And so this is how God wants me to do it. He showed me, man. He showed me a vision of my life and everything I've been through and everything. Every time he's been there, along the whole ride. He carried me, man. And I don't know why, but he wants me here, because I could have died, man, so many times. And you'll hear about all of it, man. I want you to. You need to hear this story. Because everybody on this planet, and these people I spent 3 months of my life with at Shepherd Center. Shepherd Center is the greatest hospital in this city, because I was here when I had my accident, and I happened to be in the best city on this planet in order for a wheelchair. And I spent every minute in that place from the moment I got there, working my way back out till I could hit the ground running again. And I did, because they told me I could get out and go water skiing. I could get out and go hunting. I ain't even ever been hunting. And I was like, man, I've had some of the most fun since I've been in this wheelchair and I ever had in my whole life. And I've done everything there is to do. And I want to do it again. I want to do more of it. More and more. I've got so many stories, man, stories that everybody wants to hear. Everybody does. And I can't wait. So now, my wife's at home and she's still hurting. And I can't wait. I wish she was here, but hopefully when she sees this, she'll see that I've been telling the truth. I ain't crazy. I know the truth. And this is it. You know, we're about to videotape my testimony. And anything in this world, anybody in this world that hears it, somebody's going to have something in their life that they've experienced similar. And I'm going to tell them I got through it and how. And that's with Jesus. Jesus has been my friend. And now more than ever, because he showed me. And I've loved him more than anybody in this world. More than anything. More than anything. He knows that. So, y'all please come out to dinner. Proctor Landing. Look it on your GPS. And I'm going to have Tiger out here and a couple of people that I'm real close with. There's a lot of people I want you guys to meet, man, because Yeah, I live a life, a good life, and you guys are all involved in that. All involved. All the people who were the best influences in my life, all of y'all influenced my life in a positive way, man. And I just want you to know how important you were and how important you are to me. And I love all of you. God loves you too, man. And you know it. Well, you guys give me a call. 850-485-8268. Give me a call and say you're going to be here. Hey, we got all day. Since I figured this out, and these people at the, I call it the plantation, man. You know the plantation? It's right. I told her what I was planning to do, and that I just wanted to have, enough room for 50, maybe 100 people. Who knows? Families. I want all your families to be there. If you want, man, bring your dog up here. Bring a tent. It's nice. We're gonna have a bonfire. We can have some kegs. I ain't got a lot of money right now, not on me, but everybody pitches in. Let's pitch in some money and have a party. Come on, people. I'm here. Give me a call.